This is the Weekly Scramble, a place where we chat about life over a cold one or two. It's time to belly up to the pod with Mike Fratelloni and your host, Chris Reavers.
That's right. It's time for the Weekly Scramble podcast. My name is Chris Reavers. With me, as always, his name is Mike Fratelloni. Hello, Michael.
How you doing, Reavers?
I'm doing very well. I'm battling a little bit of I don't know if it's a sinus infection, allergies, or whatever, but I'm doing great. I really am. And I got to tell you, with what I want to talk about today, I have never looked forward more to doing a show that I am with you right now. I'm not joking. I'm not joking.
Ball.
So, well, kind of.
Oh, shit. Didn't mean to swear right off the bat. Because I thought it can't be I was joking. It can't be Town Ball predicated show. It's just, we're not going to talk about Town Ball. Stick with us a couple more minutes.
I love you.
What do we got? Something
okay,
good.
So, we were out last week. We had a couple of shows that we put in our place. Anyway, so we've got so much material to cover. And the thing I want to start with is a week ago Sunday, so 9 days ago, I was invited by Mr. Money Talk, Josh Arnold, to take my family to the Savanah Bananas game.
Oh, people love that.
I got to tell you, just as an aside, outside of him being a brilliant investment strategist, this isn't an ad for him. This is just me saying, Josh is one of the most genuine, awesome human beings on the planet.
That's nice.
He really is. Because he and I, our connection is because we both love baseball.
Sure.
That's why he's like, oh, I like Chris on the air. He talks like, so we always will text about baseball, blah, blah, blah. He's awesome.
What's funny about him is you showed me a picture of him.
Yes.
I've listened to Josh, I don't know, hours, right? Listen to the show.
For 100 years.
I mean, a long, long time. I've heard him talk about. In fact, I've never seen what he looked like.
Oh, you guys have never met?
No, I was like, that's what Josh looks like? I had
You
no idea.
would love him.
Oh, I think I would.
I'm not joking. You would
He looked
absolutely love him.
different than I thought he was going to look.
So Josh invited my family. Unfortunately, we had some stuff with the family, so Jess and the boys weren't able to attend. So I went with some friends, and because I even called him, I said, hey, I really want to come. Is it okay? My family's not able to make it, blah, 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 blah. And he said, of course.
Bring 3 drunk buddies.
No.
Okay.
I just brought 3 friends.
3 friends. Okay, got
Yes.
it. All right.
And they enjoyed the game.
All right, good.
Yes, they enjoyed the game. And again, Josh has a suite right next to the Polad suite.
Nice.
At Target Field.
Okay.
And I looked at Tom Polad. I'm not joking. So we get there. It was great. I looked at Tom Polad and I gave him are you making notes?
Oh, writing a check or
the
making
place
notes,
was packed.
I think they made a mistake.
So I went to the Sunday afternoon game. They made a mistake.
Well,
Why?
in the sense that they sold out 3 Savanah Bananas games.
Yep. Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
And the Twins are thinking to themselves, this entertainment baseball league is coming into our town. So people were calling me for tickets to the Savanah Bananas.
Are you? Well, yeah,
No.
because you're a sponsor of the Twins. Yeah, for sure.
But still, I don't get tickets to the Savanah Bananas. I'd be sitting there looking at my multiple billion-dollar baseball franchise and think these relatively goofy baseball players that do backflips and, guy bats on stilts, some weird stuff. It's the Harlem Globetrotters came and sold out Target Field 3 days in a row. That's embarrassing to the Twins.
The fact that standing room only tickets, because I checked because I wanted to be sure. And again, they might have been cheaper, but when I checked Sunday morning, standing room tickets for that game on Sunday on the secondary market were going for $400.
Are you kidding me?
I'm not joking.
So let me ask you one thing.
$360 whatever in fees.
So the Savanah Bananas, obviously, people have seen them online. We don't have to describe who they are. They played like the Miami, whatever they were called.
It was the Long Beach Coconuts.
The Long Beach Coconuts. Did the Savanah Bananas beat the Long Beach Coconuts?
They did not.
They did not. So it is still a competitor. Are they still trying?
Yeah, absolutely. And here's the thing. So I found out a couple of things watching the game again a week ago Sunday, and I know it might be quote unquote old news, but we haven't done a show since then. It's guys that either got to double A, triple A, maybe some even got a cup of coffee with Major League Baseball.
Sure.
And these are guys that just flat out knew they weren't going to make it.
Sure.
But what they are getting is they're getting $100,000 in salary. They're getting full medical.
Yeah, that's a big
when you're
deal.
a minor league ball player, you ain't getting that guaranteed.
That's good money to continue to play baseball.
And you're traveling. And apparently, I talked to somebody, and I don't want to say the name of the person that I talked to. I talked to somebody who has played minor league ball that tried to get attached to this league and said, "Oh, get in line."
Yeah.
Because
you have to be handsome. You have to be able to dance, Reavers.
No, there's a level of athleticism that they put you through to see if you're up to snuff
like
here.
Cheerleaders almost.
They get points for trick plays.
Yeah, I see that.
So Mike, I'm not joking. The very first pitch of the game was a ground ball to the second baseman who fielded it backwards between his legs, then did a behind-the-back NBA pass to the first baseman, who then caught it behind his back, and then the first base umpire
did a backflip
and called him out.
Yeah.
And it was cool.
It was cool.
It's theatrics.
So is the game more real than the Washington Generals playing the Globetrotters?
It's on par.
Okay, it's on par. So it's
on par.
like you don't really. Okay, let me ask this: do they gamble on this game?
That I don't. You know what? That's a great question.
Really interesting.
I don't know.
Is it a fair enough, arm's length distance thing where you're actually playing to win?
I'm pretty good on reading body language on the field, only because one of the guys was getting kind of mad that he wasn't getting batters out, and I could tell that this wasn't manufactured. This was genuine.
Sure.
And they were trying to, the Long Beach Coconuts were trying to win the game.
Okay.
You could tell. But I will say this. When there was like situational, okay, we got to get it out here, it got real. It got kind of real.
All right.
But to the point where I don't know how fast these guys are throwing, right? These are former minor league pitchers, but there was constant contact. I'd have to look it up. I don't remember how many strikeouts there were because there wasn't very many.
Aluminum baseball bats? Or
No, regular baseball bats.
Okay.
So I don't know if these guys if they're throwing in the high 70s, low 80s, there's going to be constant contact with minor league baseball players to the point where here's their magic. Here's why they've captured the attention and the imagination of the nation. There's constant movement. And that's what I've always said is what Major League Baseball, that's the one thing they can take away from this game. When you have a game that features home runs, strikeouts, and walks, that's a boring product.
Yeah, it gets a little boring.
It just is. Even my two sons, and we're going to get to this in a little bit, my two sons and I went to 3 baseball games in the last week. And guess what? It was like, can we walk around?
Yeah.
Can we?
I wonder how the Savanah Bananas are doing against.
But I'm saying that's why they've captured the attention of the young kids, especially, is there's always something going on, and that's what baseball. That's why baseball has fallen behind the likes of the NFL and NBA specifically, and even I would say in some cases hockey, because there's so much movement with the Savanah Bananas.
A couple things I learned about baseball in the last couple of days that I wanted to talk to you about that you've been gone, so I haven't been able to talk to you.
Talk to me.
We have a guy on the Twins. His last name is Clemens. You know who his dad is?
Roger Clemens.
How does everybody not know that?
How do you not know that?
I don't think everybody knows that. It was like a tertiary comment in the story that I heard. What was his big event? He hit a home run when he first at bat, or what did he just do?
He had the Immaculate Grand Slam.
There you go, an Immaculate Grand Slam, the biggest hit maybe in Twins history, other than World Series histories. I mean, that's a big deal.
Regular season.
Because it was the bottom of the ninth, two
outs, bases loaded,
really big
down
deal, right?
3-0, yeah.
And they kept talking about this guy hitting this big hit. I'm like, oh, that's so cool. And then finally I read a story and said, Roger Clemens' son. I'm like, wait, what?
Yeah.
How did I not know that?
Yeah.
Maybe does everyone else in the world know that except for me?
I think so.
Oh, I don't think so. I think it's just nerds and dorks that know.
Well, he's been on.
I'm a little pissed that you would even suggest that everyone knows.
He's been on the team. This is his 3rd or 4th year. I can't remember.
What?
Yeah, he's been on the team for a couple years. And
then everybody knows besides me.
He was basically a waiver claim, oddly enough, from the Phillies, who they just got swept by over the weekend. And I thought at first, okay, he's got a chance to be an okay player. They can't get rid of. No, they have to find a way to keep him.
They gotta now
because he's a great player.
And so
the point where I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
I was going to say because they did the Field of Dreams game on Thursday, and initially with my week off, that was one of the things that I wanted to do with my sons was head down to Dyersville to go watch the Field of Dreams game. I'm not spending $600. And my brother-in-law, who lives in that area, told me, because he's a huge Cubs fan, and he said, well, I wasn't able to get a ticket for the Cubs the very first game there with the Cubs.
Okay.
So he ended up just applying for a job and worked the event.
Oh, smart. Yeah.
And he said it was awful. Like the whole experience was terrible. Because,
really?
Well,
Okay.
because it just, you're waiting in line and you're just doing everything. And he said, at some point, he goes, and like the seventh thing, I just looked at this guy and said, okay, I'm just going home.
Okay, so
I'm
help
done
me,
doing
because
this.
I don't understand baseball like you do. When did Clemens come into the majors, and how many years?
Cody Clemens or Roger?
Cody.
Okay.
And then when did Roger leave?
Roger Clemens was a player in the 80s and 90s, and I think he retired in the early 2000s with the
And Cody
Yankees.
just came in.
No, Cody has only been in, so he's probably been in the major leagues for 5 or 6 years.
So can I call him Brawny Clemens?
No, he's a better player than that.
Is he better?
Oh, yeah,
than,
yeah.
Oh, he is. Okay.
I mean, honestly, Mike, if Byron Buxton hadn't been named an All-Star and Joe Ryan, Cody Clemens probably would have been an
good
All-Star.
for him.
Yeah, he's a good player.
Because didn't he bounce around for a little bit?
And you know what they did? Of course, yeah. So he
yeah.
started with Detroit, if I'm not mistaken. Then he went to Philly, and now he's with the Twins. Did you see what they did at the end of the game?
No.
He and Roger came out to, hey, Dad, you want to have a catch?
Oh, really?
And
Okay.
it got me.
That's pretty nice.
Because Roger was in his Red Sox uniform, and even though I can't stand Roger Clemens, I
Sure.
do love Cody Clemens.
Okay.
I love the guy.
So back to the Savanah Bananas.
Okay, here we
Would
go.
you suggest that people go next time?
If you have kids under the age of, let's say, 20, right?
Did they have a
100%
concert
go.
afterwards?
They did. I did not stick around for it.
Okay, I'm envisioning many moms with their kids, some dads kind of begrudgingly sitting there, and then a ton of 37-year-old women.
In the area that I was sitting with Mr. Money Talk, and we had a nice area for.
You were next to the Poleads, probably a decent little spot.
We were in a good spot.
Yeah.
I was with some ladies.
Okay.
And all they could do was talk about, okay, well, number 19, yeah, I'd like to get to know
Sure,
him, and
yeah.
number 15, the ratio of kids and females that were glued to the attraction of this, it was, I was, oh, that's a nice play, oh, that's a cool hit, oh, that. Wait, I'm not trying to take a selfie so that number 19 with his shirt off can see me in the background.
Is it really maybe 4-1 women to men? Was it really?
This would be you and I
Yeah.
watching Olympic volleyball.
Oh, really? Okay.
That's the exact same
Yeah.
thing that this
Wow.
is.
Okay, that's pretty cool. That's very good. You know, God bless them. They figured out a way to make a secondary or tertiary league be relevant.
And I got to tell you, so again, I was at the Sunday game. I didn't go Friday because I know Dozier and Maurer came on Friday.
Didn't strike out, didn't Dozier strike
Dozier
out?
struck out. Maurer didn't play, but Maurer just
Sure.
kind of tipped his hat.
Okay.
And Trevor May came out on Saturday, and I think he threw an inning. And I again didn't see it, but Justin Morneau came out to play first base on the Sunday game.
People lose their mind.
Everyone went nuts. They had his walk-up song, which was Rock and Roll Ain't Noise Pollution, which is an awesome song by AC/DC.
Yeah.
He made 2 freaking plays. I mean, like,
Decent, real quality
absolutely
plays.
made 2 plays,
Really?
including one where he got pulled off the bag and he tagged the runner out. And
Oh,
the place
cool.
went nuts.
Really?
And
Oh,
I
that's
thought,
fun.
oh, that's cool. Because I've always been a huge fan
And
of
of
Justin.
course, he played for the Savannah Bananas, not the Long Beach Coconuts.
The Long Beach Coconuts, right.
Okay.
So, I mean, if there's anything to glean from that for Major League Baseball, it's and they're trying, right, with the pitch clock and everything else, it's constant action. That because these kids now, they're not watching baseball. They're glued to devices and they want video game. They want constant action. That's
Did the guy that had
unfortunately.
the stilts, did he have an at-bat?
Yes.
And why did they do that? That for some reason, all of it seems like permutations of baseball, right? They're still kind of trying.
Sure.
The moment the guy comes out on the stilts,
Right, then it's theatrical.
then it's like, oh, well, why are you doing that? You
If
were
I
kind
was-
of playing a real game.
If I was the pitcher for the Long Beach Coconuts and that came out, I would drill him.
just for the heck of it.
I'd smoke him right in the ass.
Yeah, that's right.
I'm not joking. I absolutely
or one
would
of
do
his
that.
legs down low.
Right.
Right, because it would be a stick. Yeah, that seems like that gets goofy then all of a sudden, because you could argue that if you liked baseball, you still had some baseball entertainment.
Right.
Right, but now it's just Harlem Globetrotters. I can't remember any of the Globetrotters' names.
Washington Generals.
Just the guys that. Who's the Curly?
Earl the Pearl.
Earl the Pearl. Curly was
Curly something or other.
The bald guy, yeah, and he always would run around the generals, and that just doesn't make it for me.
Liftly Garage Doors is building a modern home service company right here in Minnesota, and Liftly Garage Doors is a locally owned garage door company serving the West Metro Twin Cities area. They specialize in same-day garage door repair, opener installation, and complete garage door replacement. And a garage door can account for up to 30% of the front of a house, making it one of the highest impact exterior upgrades. But you'll never know how a door is going to look until it's installed on your house, because those AI photos, they're not going to do the trick. For this reason, Liftly Garage has developed the Liftly Standard. If for any reason that you are not happy with the color or the design of the door, you can let them know within 30 days, and they will install an alternate color of your choice. If you're not happy 30 days later, they're going to refund your money, and you can keep the door. Yeah, that's right. They want 100% satisfied customers. Common issues homeowners face included broken springs, noisy doors, worn rollers, and aging openers. Liftly Garage Doors. Please do me a favor. Mention Liftly Garage Doors and get that $500 off a new door, $49 tune-up, or $100 off a repair of $500 or more. It's Liftly Garage Doors. Make sure that you mention that you heard about them right here on the Weekly Scramble podcast, and we will be right back. So that Sunday kind of marked the kickoff of a week-long Dum-Dum run.
Okay.
I haven't had time yet to post
how many miles?
Photos and videos to the Frat Pack 5000 Facebook page. And believe me, I've been tagged like, what's going on? Where are you? So 100%. I did 2,638 miles roughly.
Well, that's a lot of miles.
So Tuesday morning.
With 2 kids.
With 2 boys.
Yeah.
So Tuesday morning we took off. And we got back Sunday night around 7 p.m.
Okay.
So we left here, and we were going to do... I had a grand scheme in mind, but I kind of was waiting to see weather, because we were going to do baseball games. So it was like, okay, is the weather going to be good here? Is it not going to be good there? Mm-hmm. All right, so we did... we left Minnesota Tuesday morning. We did Notre Dame, beautiful campus, stunning campus.
It's good to do with kids too, because you're like, this is what college can look like.
Touchdown Jesus, It was cool. So we were walking around the football stadium, and we're in freaking shorts and t-shirts and baseball caps and whatever, because we went on the road for 12 hours, and so we walk up past the Newt Rockne gate.
Oh, nice!
And there's 5 gigantic Mercedes-Benz limousine vans that are standing in front.
Okay.
I'm like, I wanted to take a picture in front of the gate. And so I saw like a security guard that has a suit and tie on. I go, I was just going to take a photo. Is this okay? He's like, oh yeah, come on in. So he let me take a photo right in front of like the player entrance to walk out on the field. So you could just see it in the background. 100%.
You being Rudy in this case.
Yes, absolutely. And so I said, big shing-ding going on here? He goes, inside of there is our annual fundraiser. There's 750 former professional athletes inside of the stadium right now, because they had just built a new thing. So that was super cool. And again, no idea that was happening, but it was cool. And then we did, camped out that night in South Bend. Next day we did Ann Arbor, because my youngest boy is a huge Tom Brady fan, so he got to throw on the practice field of Michigan passes to his older brother.
Oh, cool.
So I got a video of that, which was super cool. And then we did the Detroit Tigers game against Cleveland. I know.
So great.
I get it.
I love that you're doing this with the boys. Memories.
And so we did that. Super fun. We crashed that night in Detroit. And then the next day, I said, hey, the Toronto Blue Jays are playing the Boston Red Sox. This would have been Thursday afternoon, a 3:00 game. Perfect. It's about a 4-hour drive with my lead foot, 5 hours for normal people. It's about a 4-hour drive from Detroit to Toronto. We could do it.
Can you get into Toronto with... You didn't think that out, did you?
I had my passport.
Oh, you did?
Yes.
Okay.
Brought my passport because I knew I was going to try to get to the game.
All right, got it.
And so I pull up to the what do you call it? The Golden Gate to get into Canada.
Yeah.
And they just opened this brand new bridge / whatever to get to Canada outside of Detroit, right across the lake. And she says, "Oh, hi, how are you?" I said, "She's like, license and identification." I said, "Yep." So "This is my passport. This is my ID." And she kind of looked in the back, and I said, "Yeah, but I've got my 2 sons with me." 14 and 11. And she said, well, do you have their ID? I said,
what ID could I have for them?
I said, they're 14 and 11. Well, they have to have, do you have anything? Do you have a birth certificate? I go, no, they're 14 and 11.
Child trafficking.
And she said, well, what's your business in Canada? I go, we were just going to go to the baseball game. Mm-hmm. I said, they're playing the Red Sox at 3:00. And this is like 10:00 in the morning on Thursday. And she said, well, you need to have ID. I said, well, she's like, do they have a student ID? Yeah, back in Minnesota, back home. Yeah, sure. I said, I didn't realize I was going to. Anyway, she's like, okay, well, let me make a phone call. I'll be right back. So she shuts the gate. I'm like, oh my God, are you kidding me? Oh, it gets worse.
Why are you getting pulled out of the car by immigration officials?
I'm not joking.
Okay.
Yes. So I'm thinking, well, am I in trouble here? She's like, do you have anything to declare? Weapons, drugs? I said, I have Advil. And I said, I have my asthma inhaler.
But don't check in my butt. Don't make that joke because you know what they'll do.
I told my kids this is not the time to make jokes or anything like that. This is the time to just be buttoned up and say, yes, ma'am, yes, sir, blah, blah, blah. She said, okay, well, I can't let you in right now. And I said, well, can I just turn around then and go back to Detroit? She's like, nope, you have to go to immigration. I said, you're kidding me.
You almost got kicked out of America.
Oh,
not
just wait.
Okay, keep going.
So I said, okay, be cool. Don't be Reavers. Don't get mad.
Yeah.
Just go with it. And to the point where we're driving to this other part where everyone else gets to go this way, we have to go that way. My oldest kid, William, goes, are we in trouble? I said, I don't know.
Yeah.
I have no idea.
I'm pretty sure you guys are in trouble.
So I parked the car, and out comes a gal. She was very nice. She's like, oh, so what's your business? I said, well, we were just going to go to the baseball game for the day, and then we were...
But did you even have tickets at this point?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
So I brought
you could say, hey, here are my tickets.
I said, here's the thing. I bought 2 standing room tickets on StubHub for the Toronto Blue Jays game, and I was waiting because they were really expensive. I said, I was just kind of waiting until we got closer to the game, and I was going to buy a third one for us, and we were just going to walk around because we've never been to the stadium. Oh, is that right? I'm like, oh. And at that moment, she said that. I go, uh-oh. Mike, I am not kidding you. So again, you've seen my Traverse, right?
Traverse.
It was packed with snacks, clothes, swimming trunks, dirty. We're just gross boys,
has
right?
A smell in there.
They took everything out of my vehicle.
You're kidding me.
Set everything on the curb, and I'm standing there going, is this necessary? Well, we need to inspect the vehicle now because you don't have identification for your kids. I go, and I probably shouldn't have said this. I said, put everything back in the vehicle. I'm going back to the U.S. right now. And she says, oh, you're not going anywhere. I said, what is the problem? Like, I was getting so angry. To the point where I said,
could you have pulled up Facebook and said, here's pictures of me 6 years with them, ago, 11 years ago.
My photo on my phone is me and my kids at his baseball game.
But they don't know if you took off with the kids from a disgruntled.
That's exactly what, and I thought, are you freaking kidding me? So whatever. They finally, after like an hour and a half, it was like 1:38, an hour and 38 minutes. They finally said, okay, well, you guys can go back. And like everything in the vehicle was just
tossed back in.
Catastrophic.
And when you say go back, you didn't get into Canada.
Oh, God, no. We were in Canada, technically.
But they sent you back.
He's like, well, we'll let you back into the U.S. I go, oh, that's very nice of you.
Yeah.
And I went, and William was like, pull him out. Like, Dad? Dad?
Yeah, you don't want to mess with immigration
I know,
people.
but who? Bleep you, Canada.
Canada.
And to the point where we got back to the U.S. side, right? The guy goes, I handed him this piece of paper I was supposed to hand him. He goes, oh, wouldn't let you in ID, right? He rolled his eyes. He's like, you're better off. I'm like, literally 2 seconds and we were back in the U.S. And I just thought, bleep you. That's going to be, by the way, the tagline of our show. Bleep you, Canada.
Wow, that is horrible.
It was awful. So then,
kind of your fault. I mean, to be fair, you had no ID for your children. Right? I mean, you need something. Although if you were taking a flight to Canada...
It's flipping Canada.
Yeah, if you took a flight to Canada, you'd still need some kind of ID for your kids, I guess.
Guess what, Canada? You lost out on all that money I would have spent on a hotel, restaurants, all that crap. bleep you, Canada.
But they saved
never
maybe
spending you a dime.
The next guy who's taking 2 kids across the border.
Okay, fine.
Could have been the
Oh yeah, and by the way,
advocate.
the car that was parked next to us was a minivan full of Somalians that were trying to get across the border, and
reverse immigration. Where were they going?
they got in just fine.
Okay.
Everything was
they
cool
might have
there.
had proper ID. They were like, "This is my wife. That one too is my wife."
Right. These are my 7 wives.
I don't know why I'd make a joke like that. So that was rude of me.
That just blame me because I'm a bad influence on you. So anyway,
believe in polygamy.
so we turned around. We went back through Toledo. We got to the Cleveland Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Ever been?
No. Sounds
Awesome.
Is it?
I thought, okay, this will be a fun couple of hours. We could have spent 2 days there. It's that cool.
I so much care about the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame that when Johnny does news about who gets into the
Sure.
Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, and then
Click.
he pontificates about this jazz musician became a rock and roller, died in 61. I'm like, yeah, sorry, Johnny. Fast forward.
Your girls would love it.
Really?
Absolutely. It was super cool.
You
They
don't
had
know my girls very
They
well.
had a huge Taylor Swift exhibit.
They don't care about Taylor Swift. They're way too cool for that.
So we did that, and then we went to Niagara Falls. We did the Jim
Okay.
and Pam from The Office Made of the Mist.
Sure.
We did that, which was awesome.
Did you tell the kids that some guy just jumped off of there and lived?
No, what we did was because they make you go on this side. So my oldest kid is going through a thing where he likes to wave at people to see if they
Okay.
wave back.
Oh, that's nice.
Because he's kind of a
Yeah.
butthole like his dad.
I kind of like that.
And so he started waving at the Canadian boat, and of course all the Canadian people started waving at him. I said, "What are you doing?" He's
That's
like,
cool.
He goes, "Just trying to get the Canucks to wave at me."
Yeah.
And I said, "Hey, we're getting to the Canadian side. Oh, everyone, be careful."
I need an ID for these kids.
That was very cool. And then the main reason we went that way is one of my good friends works for the Buffalo Bills, and they opened up their brand new stadium on Saturday.
Nice.
We were going to do a tour Friday. Those tickets I bought, and then we were going to head back after the tour. And we get to the stadium, and there was like 30 people standing up front. It was 11 o'clock. We had stayed the night before in Erie, Pennsylvania, which is like an hour and a half away. And so we got up, we hustled, we got some breakfast, we zipped over there. We get all the way there by 10:47, and we walk up to the stadium, and there's like 30 people. I go, "Oh, are you guys here for the tour?" Like, "Yeah, we were." I go, "Oh, we
What?
missed it." He goes, "Nope, all the tours got canceled today for security purposes." I go,
You've got to be kidding me.
I said, "We just drove here from Minneapolis." And he goes, "Oh, man, that sucks." And my oldest, who's a huge Bills fan,
Cried.
was crushed to the point where he held it back. He goes, "Can we just go for a walk?" And I go, "Yep, let's go for a walk." So we walked
pissed
around.
is what he was.
And I said, "You know what? We're not going to lose this."
Yeah.
So we ended up getting tickets for the actual game on Saturday.
Okay.
And we went to the game. We walked around. It was super cool.
Yeah, because you had to be back by Sunday.
Because my son started high school football practice yesterday.
Day game Saturday.
1 o'clock game.
1 o'clock. So
we
you
left
had-
at halftime.
Okay, 3 o'clock you're on the road.
Yeah, we left at halftime. We were on the road, and it was so much fun. And I've been to Buffalo a million times. It's just a freaking awesome city. And we ended up, we were on the road back to Minnesota by about 3:30. I tried to get as far as I could, and I just finally said, "Guys, I'm out of gas. It's 9 o'clock at night, East Coast time, so 8 o'clock our time." I said, "I'm out of gas. We're finding a hotel, and we're calling it a day." And we actually got to race around a tornado through, because
Nice.
Indiana got some nasty
Oh, they did,
weather.
okay.
And then we crashed for the night. It was a lot of fun. We went to see the Michael Jackson house in Gary, Indiana, Sunday morning, and we got
Did you
back.
have a key?
No, but
Come on, that was great,
that
Michael
wasn't
Jackson.
bad.
Okay, and I even
Wasn't
sang it
bad.
a little bit. Yeah.
but I got to tell you,
Okay.
Gary, Indiana, not the nicest city.
No, you're not supposed to stop in Gary, Indiana.
No, but we had to see the Michael Jackson house.
Okay, all right.
And it was an experience. I'll put it that way. But so then we finally rolled back into town about 7 o'clock on Sunday night. So it was fun. But
That sounds like a absolute memory-filled thing, right? That sounds really,
and
really great.
every time we do another 100 miles, all I kept thinking was Mike would say, "Why didn't you just fly there?"
Well, you couldn't fly there and do what you did.
True. You
Right?
could not do that.
I mean, that's first of all, you couldn't have bought the tickets without having ID for your children, so you wouldn't have gotten them on a plane anyways.
And plus, here's the thing. I get made fun of this all the time by you, by Joe, by family members. The experiences and the things that you get on the road, you're not getting in an airplane.
Yeah, you
You're
showed
just
me
not.
some videos. That was really sweet. It
Yeah.
looked like a very fun time. I'm glad you can do that with your boys. I moved I have a stepdaughter who's a little bit older, and then I moved my daughter, my oldest daughter, to Ole Miss, right? University of Mississippi. And so I went down there this last week, and we're moving into her dorm, and we're meeting her dorm roommate and a bunch of other kids. So the way that works in big SEC schools like this that have a big sorority network is if you're rushing for a sorority, you come in a week early.
Sure.
No boys really allowed on campus, right? No boys are moving in at that time. It's just
the
families
girls.
with girls moving in. I mean, it was a really, really well done thing at the University of Mississippi.
Very cool.
It took a long time, right? It took a long time. The one thing that I had a little bit of an issue with is it's busy, right? And movers, you pull your car up, movers take your stuff out, put it in these boxes, then bring the boxes up to you, right? So it's really nice. But movers get the 3 elevators. Everyone else gets the stairs.
Oh.
Well, she was on floor 7, which 7 is not that many stairs. But when you go up and you say, oh, okay, I'm going to go down and get the water, the 24-pack of water, down 7 flights of stairs, throwing a 24-pack of water, whatever that weighs, 15 pounds or whatever, climbing back up. And it's really the spinning that gets me, like spinning in a circle over and over. I thought, am I going to die climbing these damn stairs? So I'm walking down, and on the 1.5 flight, I see this girl with a big boot on. She has a broken leg, and she's like going up 1 step at a time. I'm like, oh, are you on level 2? And she's like, no, I'm on level 8. And I said, what are you doing?
God.
She said, they said I couldn't use the stairs. And I said, come with me. And I walked over to the elevators. I'm like, you've got to be kidding me. Get her ass on an elevator with the next package going up. She's not walking up 8 flights of stairs with a broken leg. And they're like, who told her she had to do that? And I said, one of you did. And and they just kind of were like, we would have never told her. And I said, thank God. And she's like, the girl's like, thank you. I had no idea how I was going to do it. I'm like, you weren't going to. I was like, I wanted to say
it's
to her.
It's called logic, ladies and gentlemen.
It's called logic. And to be fair, the school said, who told her she had to go up the stairs? Right? And I'm like, someone said,
well, it's that whole newness and everything. You don't want to upset anybody.
She didn't want to say, I'm going up the elevator, period. I got a broken foot. I'm not doing this. Right? And then I thought, well, I'm 55 years old. I'm going up the elevators from now too. I'm not doing it anymore. Congratulations. I'm not going up the next flight. You're supposed to use the stairs. I understand I'm supposed to use the stairs. I'm taking this elevator up.
Did the tear drop?
So I did something kind of bright. Instead of being in her room when I left, we were out walking around the campus, and it was like 100 degrees. Campus is beautiful, but it was really hot. And I said, hey, let me talk to you for just a minute. I gave her that quick pep talk, cried a little bit, right? Had a couple of tears, gave her some knuckles and a high five, and said, okay, see you later, right? And so the thing that made me feel better about it is if she wasn't with me at home, I wouldn't want her anywhere else besides Ole Miss.
Oh,
if that makes sense, right?
100%.
Yeah, it's just like, oh, you were in a super safe town, a super quaint school, a good school with good people, sharing a room with a real sweet girl named Emily Bell. Like just these cool. Everyone has 2 names, right? Like everyone has 2 names in the South. I didn't quite get that, and then I would like talk to Emily, and I'd say, Emily. And then Mom would say, I'm so sorry. Her name is Emily Bell. And I'm like, oh, I'm sorry. Emily Bell.
Oh, man.
They were being totally sweet, right? And they were kind of making fun of me. And I said,
so does this mean that your daughter now has to go by her first and middle name?
Yeah, no, that ain't going to work. But but then people kept calling me Michael. And I said, yeah, I just go by Mike. And they looked at me like, that's not
Michael
how
J?
this works. Yeah,
Michael
like
J?
Michael Daniel Boone. That's what I should have said. Is my middle name's Daniel Boone. I should have said it's Michael Daniel Boone. You got to call me Michael Daniel Boone because they all pick their middle names, right?
Awesome.
It was a very, very, very sweet time. It was hot. Like everything was hot.
Sure.
But I was watching all of the people drop their kids off. Right. I mean, my algorithms on social media is all this, and it's just. It was a lot of work. Luckily, she's already down there. She's super succeeding. She's feeling really good. She hasn't called yet to say going home. The moment I got back, I high-fived my wife, and she took our oldest, her daughter, my stepdaughter, off to South Carolina. And then she started sending me pics of this apartment that I rented for her. And I think she might live in a nicer place than I live in, which I think is kind of... not quite right in college.
That's not how it's supposed
She's
to
a
work.
sophomore in college. I mean, she has these stunning views from the 20th floor of this building. I was like, are you kidding me? And they have like private sauna and steam rooms on certain levels, like these VIP levels. And I said, oh, is she mad that she can't use those? And my wife was like, well, no, she's on those levels. I'm like, what the hell are we doing? She's a sophomore in college.
This isn't Gage Hall in 1998 where there was no air conditioning and there may or may not have been asbestos blowing through the ventilation
no, this
system.
was a little different and really great side. I'm glad she's there. Don't get me wrong.
Awesome.
I'm giving her a hard time, but it is now my youngest is staring at me and I'm like, hey, you want to go hit some balls?
Clock is ticking.
We're doing something. We're doing something because I can't sit here all by myself. You used to have 1/3 of my attention. Now you got it all.
Right.
Like, what do you want to go? You want to go do backflips?
She's just like, can I go to college now?
Yes, I want to get out of here
already.
Exactly. It was super fun.
One of the things I wanted to mention too was Harmony Spirits and the fact that at the Larry Damon, pay close attention to Uncle Reavers here because Harmony Spirits was featured at the Buffalo Bills tailgating lot on Saturday afternoon.
Oh, it was.
The blackberry lemonade made the rounds to the point where there was people that were obviously from Western New York saying, "Sweet Moses, where do we get this stuff?"
Order it online.
I said, "Give me your phone. Give me your phone. Give me your phone." HarmonySpirits.net. Click the Buy Online tab. And there was that, and I also gifted, because we got the tickets from a friend of mine, we gifted him a bottle of the bourbon from Harmony Spirits.
That's nice.
And he said, well, this is an easy trade.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. That's the beauty of Harmony Spirits down there in Harmony, Minnesota. A beautiful stretch of weather. So many of you people are posting your photos right now on Facebook, and I can't appreciate you enough because that's the beauty of our friends at Harmony Spirits in Harmony, Minnesota. Doesn't matter. Rum, gin, whiskey, vodka. Like I said, those pre-made 4-packs are wonderful as well. I'm a big fan of the blackberry lemonade, and that was sampled by many people over the weekend. But like I said, go to harmonyspirits.net, click the Buy Online tab, and also go into your local liquor store and ask for the Harmony brand by name. That is truly how they're going to continue to grow their brand. And please do me a favor and mention that you heard about them right here on the Weekly Scramble podcast, and we will be right back. I want to save this topic for Thursday, but the Hayden Panettiere story.
How sad
I
is
want
that?
to break that down further, but it's so sad, and the area I want to go with is a little deep, so I want to save that for Thursday.
Quick question. Did she die of natural causes?
Overdose.
It
was an overdose.
Creepers.
Yeah, so, and again, I didn't want to bring it up for multiple reasons, knowing that you just sent 2 girls off to school and that whole dynamic. But I didn't want to bring that up now, but I wanted you to know that that's something I really wanted to get to because I think there's another layer, a completely different, deeper layer with that story in terms of Hollywood and everything else. But yeah, it's just a sad story.
My joke, I said it was Mossad. I'm sorry. Poor joke. That's what everyone's blaming everybody nowadays.
Right. I get it.
Not me. I'm not blaming Mossad on that.
But you know what? I want to make mention too, because I know we're in the last couple of minutes here of the show. But please join us a week from this Saturday.
Oh, it's going to be so great.
I'm actually jacked for this. You and I are going to do the Minnesota State Fair. Normally we do the shows on Thursdays from the Great Minnesota Get Together, but this year it's going to be a little bit different, where you and I are going to be on the big stage.
The big one.
The grand stage right behind the Channel 5 building for what's called Hubbard Broadcasting Day at the Minnesota State Fair. We're with the likes of Crisco, Des, and Ryan from KS95, Brittany and Kendall from My Talk. So they're highlighting a bunch of the shows here at Hubbard Broadcasting, and you and I get the chance to do the show from the fair Saturday afternoon. What is that? The 29th, whatever that's the Saturday, the second Saturday of the state fair.
Are you going to be free that day? Like, do you have to do anything afterwards?
No.
Should we take some frat packers out for a beer?
Duh.
Like, I think that would be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
So if some frat packers want to come, okay, wait, time out. Before I commit to taking every frat packer out for a beer, I'd like to confirm that I can do that first.
Yeah.
I think I can. But let's plan, hypothetically, this is the plan for now. You and I do a great show. People laugh, they cry, they boo, potentially.
Sure.
Right? And then afterwards, we all walk up to Giggles or something.
Yep.
And I buy everybody a beer.
I love it.
Because that would be a lot of fun.
I love it.
And maybe I'll do some Find It at Frat stuff there, too.
Oh, my God. Like last year when you did that.
Yeah,
for
and that
sure.
was really cool. That Find It, and now Find It at Frats is like 50x. From
It's got a life of its own.
It is so cool.
So find us.
What time is that going to be?
We're, I believe, at 2:00. I have to. We'll
get it all done.
We'll
this
reaffirm that on
Thursday.
Thursday.
Yeah.
I promise you, we'll reaffirm that on Thursday.
Exactly. Okay.
Yeah.
I do have a couple good jokes.
All right.
If you have children, cover their ears.
Oh God.
All right.
Oh God.
Why don't chickens wear underpants?
I don't know.
Because they're peckers on their face.
Jesus.
Okay, I got another one.
Oh, my God.
That's another good. Someone sent me that one. Both of these were sent to me by frat packers.
Got it. Of course, of course.
So you got to kind of do it because they're frat packers. I don't know if you heard the news.
No.
Yeah, the government just said you can't be prescribed medical marijuana if you're also taking laxatives.
Really?
Yeah. You either have to shit or get off the pot.
Oh, my God.
Brilliant. It doesn't get any better than that.
He's back, and he's better than ever.
Reavers, you are the best. Congratulations on that fantastic journey with your kids.
Thank you, buddy. Please do us a favor, rate and review the show wherever you happen to be listening, the Weekly Scramble podcast. It helps others find the show. It helps us out as well, and we appreciate each and every single one of you. His name is Mike Fredoloni. My name is Chris Reavers. Thank you so very much for listening to the Weekly Scramble podcast. We'll talk to you again next time, and until then, cheers.